Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I have a review video for you, and this is going to be on the book The Prince of Korin, and this is written by Melody J. Bremen. And this book was sent to me by the author. She kindly contacted me and asked if I would be willing to read and review this book for her, and when I read the synopsis, I said absolutely yes. This is a young adult fantasy, and that is definitely a genre I want to get more into, so this was just really like a great gateway for me to get started with this genre. This book was published on November 22nd, so it is available now, so I will have the Amazon link down below if you guys want to go and check it out. So this book is set in a kingdom where there is a king, a queen, and two twin princes. So these twins are coming up on their 15th birthday, and that's really significant for them in this family because on their 15th birthday, the king plans to announce which one of the twins will be the heir to the throne and will take over when the king is no longer able to. So you spend kind of the first maybe quarter of the book building up to that reveal and whether it's going to follow our main character Demur or his twin brother Krollis, and we're just not sure which one is going to be picked by the king to be the heir to the throne. And these two boys are polar opposites. Our main character Demur is very book smart. He loves to be in the library and to just read and study, and he's very, very clever. So he uses his mind more than anything. His twin brother Krollis, on the other hand, just loves adventure and danger and activities and hunting and sword fighting, and he's very reckless in a lot of the things that he does. He doesn't care too much for studying and books and meetings and politics and all that. So after the heir to the throne is announced, a really big tragedy happens to this kingdom, and it just really changes everyone's fate after that. So after this tragedy, the twins are really just trying to figure out where they fit into what their new normal is going to have to be. They don't really know how they're going to fit into this and the roles that they're supposed to be playing. And all the while, this kingdom is actually on the brink of war with one of its oldest enemies, and they are kind of these wolf-like creatures that are called the Bisons. These Bisons are incredibly strong. They're really, really hard to beat and, to have like a physical altercation with and to beat them, it's almost impossible. So the kingdom is really trying to figure out how they can defeat this enemy who is really leading a charge against them. And the Bisons are not only physically strong, but they are also getting some help from the inside. So overall, this book was good. I really enjoyed it. It had really good pacing. I felt like there was, good action and at good points in time, like kind of when I started to feel a little bit like, okay, then, some good action would come up. So that helped a lot. And there were quite a few things in here that happened that really surprised me too. As far as the action goes, I think there could have been just a little bit more maybe woven throughout the story, even if it wasn't something big and huge and, epic. It could have been just like a little bit of a just a couple little conflicts, because there were times where I was reading and I was expecting a conflict to happen and nothing did. So I think maybe that could have helped kind of keep the suspense up a little bit. A couple things I didn't really like was I felt that some of the names for some of the surrounding areas were a little bit cheesy, kind of, it's hard with fantasy because everything has to be made up. So, I would assume it'd be a little hard to come up with something super original, but some of the names when I was reading them, I just felt like they were a little bit cheesy. Another thing I really didn't like was the end method that ended up defeating the enemies. And I don't know, something about it, I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit because I was really, just craving like this big, huge physical epic end battle and, victory and all this stuff. But the way that it played out, I just went, it was very anticlimactic to me. And one thing about our main character Demur is that I really felt like he wasn't pushed physically. I felt that anytime he found himself in a physically dangerous situation, he didn't fight. He ended up spending the whole time hiding and running away from the enemies instead of, standing his ground and fighting for his kingdom physically. And he used his brains, which is fine. That needs to happen, obviously. But I felt like he really wasn't challenged to become physically strong against his enemies. And I feel that that did him a little bit of a disservice because that could definitely cause your armies to not really respect you. And I don't know. I grew tired of him literally anytime danger was there, he was running and hiding. I got really tired of that. So overall for this book, I did enjoy it. It just wasn't overly complex, and I just had those couple little issues there, but I did like the characters a lot, and a lot of the action that happened I still felt was good, even if it didn't have an end result that I was satisfied with. The descriptions of it were really good still, and I ended up giving this book 3.5 stars. I believe this is going to be the start of a series, and so if another book does come out in this series, I would still be interested in reading it, and I hope that helped you guys decide if you want to pick it up as well. So thank you so much, Melody, for sending me your book. I really, really appreciate it. I was so happy I got the opportunity to read it and be able to share it with everybody. And again, if you guys are interested in this book, I will have the Amazon link down below so you guys can go and check it out. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.